Welcome to Table Talk, where there's always room at the table. I am your host, Jonathan Harmon of the Harmon Home Team, and we can't wait to talk to these fine guests. Enjoy the show.
Good. I think we're live, man.
Are we live? Outstanding. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Jonathan Harmon with the Harmon Home Team, powered by Keller Williams. And this is Table Talk, and we are in a different setting right now.
Are.
This is fantastic. So our friend Tom Golly over at To the Moon Creative has let us use the studio over here for today, and just kind of checking it out. I've made a mental list of all the things we're going to steal and take back over to spread the positive.
That's not.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Tom said he'd cut me in my sleep if I did that. So that's okay. So I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
but
don't do that.
No, I'm just kidding. But this place is beautiful. It's
it's really
a great
cool
studio. It's well put together and it's very comfortable. It's very nice.
That's it.
So today we've got Trent Denson, the guy
man.
that's always behind the camera.
Yes, sir.
Is actually in front of the camera.
Yes, sir.
And he is the first guest for us in 2023.
That's it.
Happy New Year, bud.
Happy New Year. How's everything? How's the holidays?
You know, they were.
I know they were busy.
Oh my gosh,
you were everywhere.
So busy.
You were everywhere.
And multiple times I had conversations with people, and the question that I ask, and I would ask you guys out there as well, is why do we do that to ourselves?
That's a great question.
Goodness, it's the one time a year where you have a concentrated amount of time off a lot of times, right, from your job, and we cram everything into that space.
Yes,
and it becomes more stressful than just going to work.
100%.
I don't understand why.
Kind of the most unstressful time of year.
And we do it
like
every
clockwork.
single year.
Yep.
Every year.
I feel you. Coming off of it, I was just wiped. I've kind of disappeared the last couple of days. I don't know.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And I don't know.
I know you don't have the luxury of that as much. And I'm always pulling for you in that regard. So
thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's so anyway, that's over and done.
Yep.
It is January 3rd.
Yep.
And we're looking at 2023.
That's it.
So
some big things on deck.
We do. So we're going to talk about several things today. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on at Cedar Glade.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about what's going on at Spread the Positive.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of positive out there and a lot of positive to spread.
That's right.
And we're going to talk about what's going on with Harmon Home Team.
I love it. Where should we start?
I don't know. Paper, rock, scissors?
Yeah.
Which one? What do you want to do first?
Let's do Harmon. Let's do
right.
JHHT.
We can do that. So Harmon Home Team, still with Keller Williams, will be for a while. Yeah. The market's been interesting.
Yep.
If you watched the live podcast yesterday with Bill Wilson, we talked about that. Boy, that guy,
man,
dude, he's all over the road. Man, I love him, but it is exhausting. But anyway,
shout out to Mr. Murphy's, bro.
That's it. Love you, Mr. Murphy's, bro. Thank you for not bringing the sugar candy cigarette gum thing and blowing sugar all over the room.
There was powdered sugar everywhere. That was not necessary.
What a mess. But
has been a wild ride.
Yes,
last few months.
It has, and our friend Bryan Nale.
Speaking of,
we'll roll him in just a sec. But we talk all the time about the rates and all of that, how that's affected things. And man, I tell you, real estate business for the last quarter of 2022, it just kind of fell off a cliff as far as,
that's like across the board, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So closings were down 41% in the month of November, from November to November. December, the numbers aren't official yet, but they're going to be even worse than that. They'll be over half.
Wow.
Or I guess under half of the closings from the December prior.
And I remember those conversations. What was that, 2 years ago, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
It was a complete opposite, right?
Right. They doubled.
That's so crazy.
That kind of thing. So, it's been interesting to see that. I think a lot of it is volatility, is uncertainty about the volatility, and that's how people react. We've already seen activity pick back up. I have, even in the last 3 days.
Nice.
So, I think people will get back to it.
Nice.
But I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Anybody that says they know exactly what's going to happen in real estate in 2023 is a liar.
Yes.
They don't know. We can speculate and we can be pretty close, I think, but and especially if you know, or you say, like this house is going to sell for this amount of money.
Right.
You just don't.
You don't.
This market is crazy as far as that goes. There's opportunities.
Yeah,
and,
right. That's what I was about to say. I mean, go ahead.
January 9th.
Yes.
January 9th at Cedar Glade.
Week from today.
1 week from yesterday.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a panel, and we've got 3 experts coming in to discuss what happened in 2022, and then we'll shift that conversation to what are the opportunities in 2023, because there are definitely some out there, and our friend Bryan at Primis does have a plan for you if you're worried about rates. So why don't we go ahead and hear from Bryan? So Bryan Nale over at Primis Mortgage, that is my mortgage guy.
Yeah.
So let's hear from Bryan.
Hey, my name is Bryan Nale. I'm a mortgage loan officer with Primis Bank Mortgage, and I want to tell you that I absolutely love being a member of the Spread the Positive Network. It's such a great mission, and it helps bring so much positivity to our community. It's a true pleasure to be part of. There are a lot of ways to navigate financing a home, and in markets like this, having the advice of a trusted local professional is key to making sure you get the right advice for your specific circumstances. Whether you're interested in the purchase of a new home, second home, or have a need for a refinance, I'd love to earn your trust. If I can help you nail your mortgage, call me at 615-243-3976 or visit nailyourmortgage.com, and I'll be happy to talk with you.
Primis Mortgage is a subsidiary of Primis Bank, a member FDIC, equal housing opportunity. As always, all loans are subject to approval. Primis Mortgage, NMLS number 1894879.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thank you, Bryan. We love you, man. And we're so happy to have you as a partner here with Spread the Positive.
Yes.
So
bounce back, right?
Let's
plug the bounce back.
Yeah. So basically what this amounts to is if you go ahead and purchase now, you get to take advantage of the kind of soft market for a buyer right now. So you can get some closing costs, you can get repairs done, you can, have a more normal transaction. And you'll have a higher rate because that's where they are right now.
Right.
But Primis has said, that's fine. Take advantage of that. Pay at least 6 months on it. And then they'll do a refi and they'll waive a significant amount of their fees.
That's an if too, isn't it? Or sorry.
What do you mean?
Is that not, I mean, if the rates get lower, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
But here's the thing. If rates go higher, then you're still in good shape.
Right. Okay.
If they stay the same, you're still in good shape.
And if they do go lower.
And if they go lower, you're covered there as well.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's really smart.
There's a whole lot of people that are saying that we'll see rates in the 5s, so about 2% lower by third quarter of this year. And, if that happens, you drop your rate 2% and they waive a bunch of their fees, cost you, $1,500 to do a refi or $1,700, whatever, to do a refi. The amount that your payment is going to drop is so substantial that, you'll make it up in 6 months.
Yeah.
5 months.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a really smart program.
It is. So Primis, thank you for doing that. And thank you for offering that. And if that helps you get off the fence, let's go look at some houses.
Exactly. Come on down.
Yeah. So that's Harmon Home Team. We've got the event January 9th. Other than that, man, we are looking for
prospects.
Yeah, we're looking for listings. There's a lot of agents right now that are saying we have too many listings. I don't think that's the case.
Right.
We've got activity. You just got to know how to market it, and you got to set the right expectations.
That's right.
So, looking for that. Always looking for buyers as well.
Right.
So,
I'm excited to keep the storytelling going. Keep the pod going. This week in real estate's getting some traction. People are reaching out, so that's super exciting. And those shows are just, they're chock full of really good information.
Well,
and some squirrel brain for
a little bit. Yeah, we try to do that with. It's not necessarily something that it's not soft necessarily.
Right.
So we do get into the weeds sometimes.
Yeah.
And we do talk shop. We just, sometimes we make it a little too real. Sometimes there's been a couple things that have been said. I'm like, ooh, I wonder if I'm gonna get a call about that.
Is that a trick? Yeah. You don't want,
but
gotta tread lightly sometimes.
Yeah.
It's exciting,
I don't do
though,
that
man.
real well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ask for, what is it? Forgiveness, not permission.
Yeah.
Something
Or
like that.
don't even do that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so good stuff there. What about spread the positive?
Yeah, man. We got some exciting things happening, obviously, here at TTM To the Moon Creative with Tom. We've been going back and forth a lot over the past 6 to 8 to 12 months, and just trying to figure out how exactly we can join forces to provide more of a polished experience. I'll be the first to say I've been learning a lot of the stuff I've been doing on the fly, and Tom is, just honestly a lot further along than I am.
I'll tell you, I kind of look at it almost like Pokemon,
Yeah.
right? So like, like you have the one that spread the positive and it evolves to the Moon Creative. I'm really curious what the third evolution is.
It's going to be some type of combination, which
it's
will
going to be amazing.
Yeah, which I think is, we've got some big plans in motion, and I got to give a huge shout out to Tom. He's helped a lot with a lot of things, and just really appreciate his guidance and friendship, and just his, taking the time to do this, and all the other stuff. So
I think I first met him it was probably about April or so of last year.
We were ripping the whole studio house,
exactly.
Over.
I walked in and I was like,
"Do again."
Whoa!
Yeah,
and,
literally just flipping the whole thing.
Yeah, but it worked out really nice, and there's still some things that I don't think you can ever be done.
No,
I'm sure Tom looks around this room. I look around this room and I'm like, wow. I'm sure he looks around this room and goes, ooh, yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, we've been talking about how gear just changes, like it's just nonstop. And so it's great to have someone like Tom that's really up to speed on that. So thanks, Tom.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Anyway, we're working on a lot of stuff. And
you're welcome.
There you go.
Hey, there he is.
Producer Mike. Let's go. He set one of those up at the studio, so
yeah,
that's how I get to do that now.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, we the 2022 is a year of learning a lot, doing a lot of things. I probably would do a lot of things differently, but that's part of it, obviously. And just continuing to grow, continuing to just figure it out. And, a lot of the, I didn't want to fully have all this foundation laid. Well, I was still laying the foundation, so to speak, before we could just really, shoot for the moon, go for all the stuff. And I think we're to a point now where we got some agreements in place. We got some of the CYA in place, just to not just for us, but for the people we're working with. And, just a lot of the stuff that was just, friends figuring out together. Some of those things don't always work out, which is okay as well. No hard feelings there. And it's been the biggest learning curve of my life by 1,000,000%. So I appreciate, you, Jonathan, man, you've been right there for the whole thing. Countless brainstorming sessions, we got to do this.
Some of them were really dumb, by the way.
Guilty,
Some
man.
of them, we walk out of there and we're like, what just happened?
Let's just rewind all that. But it's been a big learning curve, and definitely not all the way there still, but we got some really cool stuff going, and I'd really like to get to where I'm kind of pushing the whole mission, pushing the whole mission and the whole story and the whole network, if you will, and kind of building out a production team with Tom and some other folks that are just better at it. Honestly, like I've never been super artistic or super detail oriented. So
I think that's the classic entrepreneur, though, right? Is you've got different kinds, and sometimes you have the guy that is really good at getting an idea and lighting a fire and getting it moving, but they're not good at detail. They're not good at finance. They're not good at they're not good at contracts. They're not good, and they're probably okay at all of that, but they're not a specialist in anything.
Exactly.
And so when you take that big idea and you take that person that has that drive and that determination and that focus, and you start plugging in people that are super good at editing, that are super good at building out studios and producing a beautiful product, that are super good at the creative side. I mean, come on.
Right.
I mean, I like our logo, but
it's
It's pretty. It's Spartan.
He even said that before. He's like, if I get really bored, I might have to church that logo up a little bit. But
it's done the trick.
Hey, it's actually really funny. My mom, like, she found a folder at my grandparents' house of my artwork that they kept over the years. There's a reason I didn't go into graphic design. It's painfully bad.
Well, I do all the social media for Cedar Glade Brews, and I've gotten really good at Canva. Yeah. Well, guess what? Canva does not make you a graphic designer by any stretch of the imagination.
Real graphic designers will call you.
Oh yeah, they'll look at that and go,
"Oh, that's Canva special, huh?"
This is like Paint or like Microsoft Paint. You know what I mean? So I know I get it.
That's definitely what all of 2022 was. At least it's something. We're pushing record. We're building this relationships. We're building out shows. We're having people that see the vision, get it, and now it's to the point where we got to level up in a lot of ways. And
well, here's what I ran into. So I started doing Coffee Talk years ago, and I did it with my cell phone and some little plug-in lapel mics and a lens that clipped on the front of my camera, and I would do it in coffee shops. It was production quality was atrociously bad.
I remember.
But the content was fantastic.
Right.
And we were telling a story. The problem was that the production was so bad that it got in the way of the story being heard.
Exactly.
And so then I get together with you. We start doing the stuff on location at my house. We finally move into the studio. The production quality is significantly better. And when it's significantly better, the story is more approachable. It's stronger. Yeah. You move it into an even better studio, and all of a sudden there is no issue with production. There is no sound quality issue. There's no anything like that. And then you can really focus on the story.
That's it. Yeah, that's exactly where we're at. And I think, like I said, I think the foundation's there. Obviously, we've helped over 40 people, build a show out at some point, at some level. And, just going from kind of like what you just said, I was USB microphone to, better USB microphone to, the mobile kit that my friend Carson helped me put together that kind of led to the studio that's leading to the next step. So it really is just continuous improvement. And that's where we're at. And I think 2023 is going to be just a year of kind of getting more buy-in from the right people and being able to provide a better product. Like we've got a really awesome mission and we've got really cool shows already in place that are already doing great things. There's just some really amazing, like you said, the stories there, the impact is there, the feel good aspect is there, the community outreach efforts are already laid out. So now just a matter of selling the whole thing, making sure that we can pay folks like Tom, just people that can make the content and the production aspect what it needs to be, while bringing all this value and telling the stories at the highest level. It's gonna be awesome, and we're there. Like basically everything's in place now. It's time to go get the bigger funding, bigger sponsors, bigger advertisers.
So on that note, if you have been watching Spread the Positive and you've seen the evolution and you've seen the growth and you've seen what's going to happen, and now you also know the stories and you can buy in and you see that we're genuine, we're telling you,
and we're not going anywhere. Like this isn't a fly by night thing. This isn't something that I thought up a couple of days ago. This has been a long time, an incredibly long time, 10, 12 years, especially the last 3 to 5 with the podcast stuff alone, and just the evolution from just doing the Spread the Positive podcast to producing 40 shows. That's crazy. In a couple of years. And the fact, I do like to step back every once in a while and be like, that's pretty amazing, honestly. So
if that's something you're interested in jumping in, there's always room, man. There's always room at the table.
That's it. So, it's right there on that really sick logo. Sorry. Tom's about to jump through the computer, but
it's funny. But yeah, if that's something that you're interested in, let's start now. Let's talk about it. Let's see what that looks like. If you have a budget, if you don't have a budget, whatever, if you just want to be part of it, and heck, at this point, I would say 2022 for Spread the Positive was about recognition, was about presence.
Yeah.
You know, you were present at a lot of things, and your presence in Murfreesboro and Rutherford County and even surrounding counties has grown substantially. And because of that, it's a more, what's the word I'm looking for? It's more valuable than ever for someone to jump in and kind of hitch a little bit up to spread the
positive. Put your name on it, you know, put your name or your company behind it and watch what we do with it. Like, the worst case scenario is we'll make you look like community superstars and produce an amazing podcast for you, or a video series or marketing campaign or all the stuff that comes with it. Like, I think podcasting is just like a foot in the door to what this whole thing really is.
Well, it all goes back to content creation. And once you've got the content created, then you can recycle it. You can
that's
do
another thing.
You can do all kinds of stuff.
A lot of evergreen content.
Yeah.
Like with that could be spruced up quite a bit. So
well, and you can take snippets here and you can use it for email. I mean, who knows, man?
Yeah.
The sky's the limit
for sure.
And so you can, you know.
And I guess I want to go ahead and there are a lot of ways, even so I've, you know, obviously part of the Harmon Home Team, like, mention Spread the Positive when you're looking to do a house. That directly supports Spread the Positive. I've been working with the great folks at LT360 for 3 or 4 years now. They have some amazing products that I use every single day, and you can go to their website and put in STP as the code, and we get a percentage of those profits. So we already have some, like, just little things you can tap into that a little bit goes a long way. So check out lt360.com. The work that they're doing is incredible. Hydration products, collagen, CBD stuff, just stuff that will get you healthy at a cellular level, which is pretty important these days. So yeah, there's a couple of those things, and then obviously, you know, building out ad campaigns and positive PR campaigns and the podcasting and making commercials and, you know, talking head stuff that we can do, any type of like video, really. I mean, we can do it. So
yeah, for sure.
I know, man. You're tired, aren't you?
Man, I'll tell you what. I truly have not caught up from the holiday stuff.
I feel you.
But you know, and then the other thing that the kind of next spoke that we built out this past year has been Cedar Glade Brews.
Unbelievable.
Of course, at that building, that's where the studio is. That's where I mean, we make beer there. We have a tap room, but we do so many community events within that tap room.
So awesome.
And we really, when we built that place out, our goal was to create a space for the community.
Yes.
Right. Can you come in by yourself and have a beer? Absolutely. You'll meet some great bartenders. You'll meet some other patrons. I mean, it's a great spot for that.
Yeah.
But if you've got a group of 20 to 70 people that you want to have an event, I don't know of a better spot in Murfreesboro for you to have that kind of an event for the price that we charge, which isn't a whole lot.
Right.
That also ties into several other things, that also feeds the community, that is also, I mean,
that's it,
dude. We've hosted all kinds of stuff in there already in 1 year.
It's been fun to watch, and y'all really have. I mean, there's a wide range of stuff that has popped up in there and being able to tell their story. And I mean, it's what it's all about. I mean, that was very intentional when y'all started, and it's very apparent that y'all did it the right way and continue to do it the right way. So shouts to the whole fam over at Cedar Glade for sure.
I'll tell you what, man, somebody said it's been a labor of love, right? And I'm like, well, it's been labor. But yes, it has. I'm joking.
A lot of love too, but
a
lot of frustration too.
Sometimes, We've got some cool stuff going on in there. We're actually looking January, I think it's the 21st, if that's a Saturday. I have to look to double check that.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure that's right. We're doing pickup for a pint.
Nice.
So we'll have some signups pretty soon. And basically you sign up, you show up to the brewery about an hour before we open on that Saturday. So about 1 o'clock, we'll give you a grain bag to go pick up trash, and you come back with a full bag of trash, and we give you a free beer.
I love that.
Simple.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
simple.
Go.
And
what about recycling?
I think
we're figuring out recycling around here.
Yeah. No
That's
kidding.
Weird.
Well, we do cans. We recycle all the cans that we serve. But yeah, it's that's really not a huge focus in this area, is it?
Super weird to me. But yeah. Anyway.
So pick up for a pint.
I love that.
Whatever the
that's
Saturday,
awesome.
January. It's through the Tennessee Brewers Guild.
Oh, cool.
Craft Brewers Guild. So it's a thing. Jackalope Brewing actually in Nashville started it.
That's really cool.
And we said, hey, that sounds good. So
it's going right.
The guild picked it up, offered it out. I think 26 or 27 breweries across the state are doing it on the same day.
Nice. Dang, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
Super cool.
What's going right?
That's it. And then the big thing, mark your calendars. St. Patrick's Day in the Glade.
It's going down.
Oh my word.
Uh-oh.
Last year it was amazing. It was the busiest I've ever seen that place.
Wow. Oh yeah, I remember that.
And this year it's going to be even better.
Oh boy.
Because we've got the Secret Commonwealth playing. Yes.
That's big time.
Celtic band. It's their 30th birthday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the song? The guy that plays the song?
No. That's Bill Stever. He's actually playing on Friday.
Oh,
this
nice.
Friday.
Okay.
But no, this was the Celtic band that played beginning of December. I can't remember the date.
Okay.
But my goodness, they know how to party, y'all. So
let's go.
It is going to be a blast.
That's awesome. Are we bringing back Acoustic Garage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes is the answer. I thought we would do it in February.
Cool.
We're not going to do it in February. I've got February booked out. Working with some folks over at SCTV.
Nice.
On some ideas on that. Looking at some ways to shift that. If you've watched Acoustic Garage and you want to comment on that, I would love to hear some suggestions. I don't think we did it on the right day.
Yeah, I can support that.
I think doing it on a Friday night was not the right place to do it.
Yeah.
So we might look at some type of a listening room type scenario, do it on like a Sunday afternoon.
There you go.
Something like that before trivia, which, by the way, we've got Brainiac trivia.
Nice.
John Boyce.
John. Yep. Killing it.
Oh, my gosh.
He's
have you ever gone to one of his trivia
he's
nights?
So good. He's awesome.
It is. So it is to other trivia nights what To the Moon is to other podcast studios.
That's right. That's right.
100%.
That's a good comparison.
It is. So he's picking it back up this Sunday, and we got Singo on Thursdays and board games.
Yeah,
we have a board game meetup on Wednesday nights.
That's fun.
Did you know that?
Yeah, so. That's Missy, right?
Well,
kind of.
So it's a group called Murfreesboro Board Game Meetup. Like that's the name of the Facebook group.
Nice.
There's like 400 people on this group.
Dang.
And we just get together on Wednesday nights and play board games.
That sounds super fun.
Or sometimes card games.
Yeah.
Or sometimes dice games.
Okay.
If you're watching, whoever's legal, we don't put money on it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really great. I was about to ask you something about Cedar Glade, and I don't know what I was gonna say. It's all good.
Well, I'll tell you about some special bottles.
Yeah.
So we got bottle releases coming out.
Wow.
We've got a barrel-aged Imperial Stout.
Oh, boy.
That's going to be bottled before too long. It's in rye whiskey barrels. We've got a sour beer that I actually got to sample a little bit today. Just a little pipette of it.
Just a little guy.
Whew.
Good.
It is
nice.
Fantastic.
Nice.
So we'll be bottling all of that before too long. Do you remember what you were going to say yet?
I don't.
Oh,
it's all good.
I was trying to buy you some time,
Thank
man.
you. Appreciate that. That's all good. I'm just excited. I'm excited for 2023.
Yeah.
And just keep all that in mind. I want to shout you out, man. Like you do not stop, and you're always coming from a place of serving and helping and building people up. And I mean, it's been fun to watch, man. Like it's super inspiring. And I know.
Well, thank you.
I know you. Yeah, you do so much. So like when y'all are out and about and you think, or like the home buying stuff comes up, think of this man right here. For real. Like support this guy, support Cedar Glade, support Spread the Positive. He's on paper with me right now. So like this is again, we're not going anywhere. This is again, a year of learning, and I appreciate your patience with me in that regard. I know it's been a little just not exactly how we saw it going, but we're growing, we're doing some stuff. So and just the potential for everything, man. Like, and it all works together. That's my favorite part.
And here's the thing. And I think if we had to cook it all down to just like one ingredient, right? Like if we really got down to the basics, it is about relationships.
Yep.
It is about relationships. It's about the relationships that I've built with you,
Mm-hmm.
the relationships that we've built with other people in the community, the Missy Lays, the Charlie Eblins, the the Marissa Callie. I mean, there's so many that come to mind. Kelly Beam. I mean, good gracious, there's all
Sarah
these
Calendar,
Sarah Calendar.
yeah,
I mean, we could just go on and on and
for
on
sure.
of all the relationships, and those people buy into what we're doing, and they see what we're doing, and they love it, and they go along with it, and they participate in it, and they support it. Then the relationships that you've started with some other folks like Tom over here, and the relation. I mean, just even all the way to um, uh, John Brockwell over at Ideas, my T-shirt guy. I mean,
Yeah.
have you ever met John? He's the nicest dude ever.
Yeah.
And he does a phenomenal job on his product, and he turns it around fast. And because of that relationship, I know that I can get something made pretty. I mean, it's just like all of these things make life a little bit easier and make it more fun.
Right. Yeah, that's that's the whole goal of STP. Before the podcast stuff, it was the Spread the Positive Network. I wanted it to be, like put a sticker on your door, and when you're working with someone where you see that plus sign, they take care of their people, they're community oriented, they're doing things the right way. Am I batting 1,000 in that regard? No, I'm not claiming to be, the end
But
all.
you try.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do everything I can to make it right, whatever I got to do. And that's been the mission for a long time. Like, let's acknowledge the folks that are really doing stuff right and facilitate that stuff. Showcase and facilitate what's going right. That's been, bringing light to what's going right, all the stuff that's actually working. We have a very good pulse on that. It doesn't, and that's when people get all up in arms on politics and who won this or who's in charge of that. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I know for a fact, if we get me, you, Tom, whoever else, Missy, LaDonna, Nourish, Taylor Loyal, Will Moore, like, we can address a need better than anybody,
Certainly better than a government.
That's funny. Tom's out here making jokes. That's funny. But yeah, that's what it's all about. And again, definitely not batting 1,000. I've messed up so many times, and there's a lot of things I'm not proud of, sure, but like day in, day out, we're aiming to do it the right way, trying to help,
and that's
trying to make things better.
That's really all you can ask. I mean, here's the thing: everybody's going to screw up, and
for sure.
And I'm transparent to a fault a lot of times, as far as acknowledging my screw ups.
Same. Yeah.
And they're plentiful. Trust me. But yeah. So
get involved, people. We got some awesome stuff. Long story short,
and sometimes, listen, one of my favorite things that has happened because of Cedar Glade has been getting a relationship built with Grady Payne.
Look out for the best friend of everybody's best
Let me
friend.
tell you. So Grady
GP.
Payne, if you've never met Grady Payne, let me tell you about Grady. Grady is instantly your best friend. Instantly. And if you'll buy him a beer, he'll be your best friend.
Yeah, right.
Right? But he
bought me one for my birthday. Thank you, Grady.
Grady's heart is
still so funny.
Gigantic.
Yeah, it really is, man.
And does he do everything right? No. Does he say everything right? No. But is his heart right? Yes. 100%.
Yep.
And that's all we care about.
He's got his jam band thing going again. GP and friends. Y'all reach out to him for that. I've been to a couple. It's really fun.
Have you really?
Yeah, it's
fun. I haven't been to one yet. I need to do that.
It's fun.
Yeah, I need to go.
It's like around the corner. Yeah. So shouts to GP, man. And thank you, man. Thank you for this. Table Talk This Week in Real Estate. They're good. Like, that's good stuff. So y'all tune in, share with a friend, and get involved. Put your name on some of these shows.
Gun and Knife Show. Tell a buddy, bring a friend.
That's it, man. That's it. And thank you again to Tom.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
We're gonna be hopefully doing a lot more stuff in this studio, and hopefully getting the spot at Cedar Glade a little tightened up and a little vibier and a little just better, leveling up. 2023 is the year of the level up. That's what we're going for. So thank you again, Tom. And if there's anything we can do, we're here. We got some amazing opportunities, and let's make it happen.
Yeah. Help support Spread the Positive, help support Bryan Nale, help support the J. Harmon Home Team, Cedar Glade. We got all kinds of good stuff.
And again, it always is working for the better. That's what it's about.
That's it. hey, thank you for watching. And if you have any questions about real estate, give me a shout. If you have any questions about mortgage, give Bryan a shout. If you want to help with any of these other things, get in touch with me and I'll get you to the right person as well. Right. Have a great rest of the week.
Peace.